Welcome back to episode 51 here at Tech Headlines Today, the podcast that brings you the top tech headlines. If you want more information on the topic that we cover, check out the show links in the description. Subscribe and follow if you're new here, and let's get into it. Twitter lets you unmention yourself in tweet threads. Twitter is experimenting with a new safety feature that'll let you block other users from mentioning your Twitter handle in a tweet thread. The unmentioning function is rolling out to a small number of users on the web-based version of Twitter. The social media platform described it as a way to help you protect your peace and remove yourself from conversations. In order to leave a conversation on Twitter, you'll have to untag your specific handle from the conversation. You can still see the conversation, but you won't receive any more notifications. The function promises to be useful in the event random strangers are harassing you by constantly mentioning your account in their tweets. Currently, you can only mute a conversation or certain keywords, mute a specific user, or calibrate your notifications to help tune out the noise. Epic Games and LEGO team up to build a kid-friendly metaverse. Epic Games and the LEGO Group are building a new family-friendly virtual world. They haven't revealed details yet, but the pair have agreed on 3 principles they'll adhere to: protecting children's right to play by making safety and well-being a priority, safeguarding children's privacy by putting their best interests first, and empowering children and adults with tools to give them control over their digital experience. Epic and LEGO didn't announce a timeline for when their collective vision of a virtual world will open for business. Fake Ukrainian surrender Facebook posts tied to a Belarusian group. Facebook parent company Meta is accusing Belarus of posting fake stories about Ukrainian soldiers surrendering and the nation's leaders fleeing the country. The company made the claim in a Thursday adversarial threat report, which documents the disinformation and hacking campaigns Meta has been encountering on Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms. In the report, Meta also mentions a hacking group dubbed Ghostwriter, which security researchers suspect has ties to the Belarusian government. According to the company, Ghostwriter has been busy trying to hijack social media accounts belonging to dozens of members of the Ukrainian military. As we've shared before, Ghostwriter typically targets people through email compromise and then uses that to gain access to their social media accounts across the internet, the report said. In a handful of cases, they posted videos calling on the army to surrender as if these posts were coming from the legitimate account owners. We blocked these videos from being shared. Yellen says U.S. crypto rules should support innovation and manage risks. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said that regulatory frameworks should be designed to support responsible innovation while managing risks, and that the White House had released an executive order on digital assets that was well received by the crypto market. Our regulatory frameworks should be designed to support responsible innovation while managing risks, especially those that could disrupt the financial system and economy, Yellen said in the excerpts of her speech to be delivered at American University in Washington. As banks and other traditional financial firms become more involved in digital asset markets, regulatory frameworks will need to appropriately reflect the risks of these new activities, she said. Crypto regulation remains patchy, and regulators are still figuring out the best way to oversee trading platforms and crypto services provided by banks, such as digital asset custody. Some lawmakers want regulators to crack down on the industry due to volatility in crypto asset valuations, causing some market worries about onerous new rules. But the White House's and Treasury's message on supporting responsible innovation has assuaged some of those fears. Barnes & Noble is finally competing with Audible. Barnes & Noble has started a new service called B&N Audiobooks, which is a subscription-based audiobook service that will cost $15 a month. The service has 300,000 titles available compared to the 500,000 audiobooks available via Audible back in 2019, and that number is definitely higher now. Another important difference, Barnes & Noble says that B&N Audiobooks is available only in the US. Audible says that as of 2017, it had listeners in more than 150 countries. More information about B&N Audiobooks is available at the Barnes & Noble website. The company is offering a credit for 1 free audiobook to people who sign up for the free trial. The Bank of Ireland fined €463,000 over data breaches. The Bank of Ireland has been fined €463,000 by the Data Protection Commission for a number of data breaches from November 2018 to June 2019 affecting customer personal information. The DPC said it investigated the series of data breaches made by the bank, which impacted more than 50,000 customers. The notifications concern the corruption of information in the Bank of Ireland's data feed to the Central Credit Register, a system that stores loan information. The bank was fined for the breaches and the delays in communicating with the affected customers. In addition to the $463,000 fines, the DPC issued Bank of Ireland a reprimand and has ordered it to bring its processing into compliance with data protection regulations. Snapchat's newest lens aims to teach users American Sign Language. Snapchat announced this week that it's introducing a new ASL alphabet lens to encourage users to start learning American Sign Language. The lens will teach users to fingerspell their name and practice the ASL alphabet, and includes games that test users' ASL knowledge. The social media company has partnered with SignAll and is using its computer vision and machine learning technology to recognize users' hand gestures. The new ASL alphabet lens was developed by a team of deaf and hard of hearing employees at Snap called the Defenders. We hope that lenses not only evolve the way we see the world, but help us feel closer to one another, the company said in a blog post about the announcement. For native signers, in a world where linguistic inequity is prevalent, we believe AR can help evolve the way we communicate. We look forward to learning more from our community as we strive to continuously improve experiences for everyone in Snapchat. The new ASL lens is available to Snapchat users globally across iOS and Android. 11 Android apps found secretly harvesting data from millions of users. Security researchers have spotted 11 Android apps collecting sensitive information from users' phones, including copy and paste data, phone numbers, and email addresses. The findings come from security firm AppSensus. It examined a software development kit running on the Android apps, which together were downloaded over 46 million times in the Google Play Store. Whenever a user copy and paste something, it goes to a shared clipboard, which the SDK was scouring and uploading to its servers, AppSensus said in a Wednesday report. What gets put there is arbitrary data, and can include passwords, for example, if a user uses a password manager. AppSensus tracked the SDK to a mysterious company in Panama called Measurement Systems, which claims it paid $2.1 million to partners to incorporate the software development kits into their apps. For the full list of apps affected, check out the article in our show links. Website of Russian oil giant Gazprom Neft down after alleged hack. The website of Gazprom Neft, the oil arm of Russia's state gas company Gazprom, was offline on Wednesday after an alleged hack, in what appears to be the latest hack on a government-associated site following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. A statement, allegedly from Gazprom CEO Alexei Miller, a close friend of President Vladimir Putin, was briefly displayed on the website. The statement appeared to show a hacked version of the site making critical remarks about Russia's decision to send thousands of troops into Ukraine. The website stopped operating soon afterward. Uber adds San Francisco taxis to ride-hail fleet. Uber's last partnership allows San Francisco taxis to pick up customers through the ride-hailing app, allowing people in the Bay Area to get a ride from one of the city's 1,075 taxis. San Francisco taxi drivers will have more access to demand, and cities will get fewer empty miles driven, which is a win for drivers, riders, and the cities we serve, Dennis Sinelli, Uber VP of Mobility for US and Canada, said in a statement to PC Mag. Taxi drivers will be eligible for Uber's temporary gas surcharge of 45 cents to 55 cents per trip. San Francisco Municipal Transportation Agency is allowing taxis to accept upfront flat-rate fares for third-party e-hailed rides, and Uber is reportedly adding trains, buses, planes, and car rentals to its UK app this year. And that wraps up another episode of THT. Thanks for joining us. Share the episode on social media if you got something out of it, and we'll see you tomorrow.